was a big day in the Champions League. Liverpool doing what Liverpool do. But ultimately, we're talking about Villa today, and that Spanish referee, what a game to watch the Champions League live at Villa Park for the first time. It was exceptional. And yes, we didn't get the result we wanted. I thought we did enough. I thought we gave and we pulled the rope, pushed it towards Juve. Realistically, they didn't offer as much as we did, albeit it was pretty a flat game. An improvement from Crystal Palace, yes. I thought Matty Cash was a lot better. I thought Leon Bailey improved a little bit, but ultimately, when we had Diaby last season, he got pushed every single game to do better, to do well. He was coming off the bench, providing assists, providing goals, giving it, and also taking it when Unai Emery put him on the bench. But this time, Philly Jean is not doing that off the bench and not giving him that pressure to perform well. So he's getting in the team, even with his bad performances. You know what I mean? I do feel bad for Ollie Watkins. Obviously, he did have that chance and the keeper saved it. But ultimately, the referee was so card happy all the time with us. Within the first 2 minutes, booking Tielemans and Bailey. That Bailey one was nowhere near a yellow card. I don't know what he was doing there. And then obviously when you make that marker, you set the precedent for how you're going to do the whole game. But it didn't apply for Juventus. They made numerous tackles. And all of a sudden, it's fine for them. They've travelled 2 hours or 3 hours on a flight. They're in cold Birmingham. They all want their coffees and shit. They're going Forza Juve. So he'll let them off. It was a joke. And although the first half, there wasn't much in it, let's be real. I thought we started off well. Juve came into it a bit, but I think Vlahovic was injured. There was no Douglas Luiz. They didn't really pose too much of a threat. Obviously, they have got good players, but they're not what there was when good old Sue was there. And ultimately, as I said, I thought we did enough to win, especially in that second half. I liked how we played the second half. Emi Martinez, first off, showing his little golden glove. And making a world-class save again. It's what he does. And you look at our squad in terms of, if you compare us to Newcastle, they did in the season. There's players that Unai Emery has had to almost mould into good players, very good players. We don't have, in my opinion, we don't have countless world-class players in our team like a big team does. You could count Emi Martinez. You could potentially say Watkins, but from last season, he is not providing as many goals and assists, and no one else has been able to step up. Ollie Watkins was the pinnacle of Aston Villa last season. He was the reason why we got so many wins. John Duran had it at the start of this season, but it's all gone to shit, really. No one's stepped up, grabbed the reins and gone, let me talk, baby, let me talk. And ultimately, that has amounted to flat performances and reasons why we haven't won a lot of games recently. This game, I felt like we deserved to bloody win, because that last kick of the game, in the Premier League, they have been known to give it, but majority of the time over recent years, they haven't given that as a foul. The keeper drops the ball, Rodgers puts it into an empty net, and even though, yes, the game was flat, we got the winner in the end, in the 96th minute, and the ref gives a foul. I mean, it's all open to interpretation, but Diego Carlos barely touches him, who also had a better game, but in the end, a point is not the worst of all. I think we're just below the automatic qualification. We've got Monaco to go Celtics Cup. It's not the end. Obviously, that Club Brugge loss was a bit annoying, but in general, it was nice to have Champions League at Villa Park and Villa. It would have been nice to have a bit of a better performance, but every player at the moment, realistically, is a bit out of form. McGinn gives it his all. As I said, they're a squad where Emery's had to conduct like McGinn. McGinn ain't a world-class player, but he's very good when he's playing at his best. Maybe in January, though, we dip our toes in the market, sign one or two, but Villa Park ain't. I don't know. Can we get a world-class player to come in? Do we need a world-class player, or do we just need people who Emery can almost find that hidden gem and spark into life, and maybe they create something? I definitely feel Bailey needs some more competition on that side. Digne improved as well, but ultimately, it was not the answer we was looking for. Juventus, to be fair, I like your fans. You was all bobbing up and down and created a good atmosphere. 4 clean sheets now, I think, in 5 Champions League games. Wowza, Emi Martinez. Can you do that in the Premier League, please? Because have we even kept one? I'm not sure. I think we've kept one, haven't we? A singular clean sheet, and we're in Christmas now. That's a bit of a ridiculous feat. Let's take it back now in the Champions League table. You've got Liverpool, who are skyrocketed to the top. That win over Real Madrid was something special. Around us, we have Monaco. I think Dortmund are just above us. There's a lot of teams on 10 points, so it's not all over yet. Obviously, we could have been in such a better position with that Club Brugge win, but the teams that we've got coming up in the Champions League, Monaco, then it's Celtic in January. Leipzig are coming up on as well. Leipzig haven't won a game, so it's, in theory, if you put your mental to the test, we should be getting at least, in my opinion, at least another 6 points out of the 9. But anything can happen in football. If we've got another Tyrone Mings moment, which I hope never happens again, you never know. But as I said, for the game, all I've got to say is it was just, for the majority of it, let's be real, flat, but it was Juventus, albeit Juventus are not what they are, but it was an improvement, and it was good, and then you can use his basis to have a good Christmas. You know what I mean, Villa? I know you got to play a lot of games, can't have too much turkey, but in terms of points, you can have a good Christmas, and it was great to see the Champions anthem at Villa Park. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Unlucky to all the other Midlands clubs, West Brom, Wolves, you'll be sitting there cosy drinking your cup of tea because you don't play midweek football, unfortunately, my friends. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.